Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel, The Guiding Flame. On this channel, I will share historical stories, motivational talks, and moral lessons. My purpose is simple: to give you knowledge, inspiration, and guidance through stories that matter. Stories have the power to transport us to different times and places. They allow us to experience lives and worlds different from our own. Through stories, we learn about history, other cultures, and, most importantly, about ourselves. They inspire us, teach us, and challenge us to be better people. Think of the guiding flame as your companion for intellectual and spiritual growth. Just as a flame illuminates the darkness, guiding moths and fireflies to its warmth, my stories will hopefully illuminate your path, guiding you towards wisdom and enlightenment. I'm not just here to tell stories. I'm here to ignite sparks of curiosity, to fan the flames of your imagination, and to help you find your inner light. Whether you're looking for adventure, wisdom, or simply a moment of escape, I invite you to sit back, relax, and let the stories wash over you like waves crashing on a sandy shore. With each story, you'll have the opportunity to learn something new, to explore a different perspective, and to gain a deeper understanding of the human condition. You might encounter brave heroes, cunning villains, and wise mentors, and you'll witness their triumphs and failures, their joys and sorrows. As you listen, I encourage you to reflect on the lessons these stories hold. What insights can you apply to your own life? How can you use the wisdom of the past to navigate the challenges of the present? Remember, the true worth of a story lies not in its entertainment value, but in its ability to inspire personal growth and self-reflection. So why wait? Join me now on this incredible journey through the realms of history, motivation, and morals. Let us embark on this adventure together and discover all the guiding flame has in store for you. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an upload. And if you enjoy what you see, please consider supporting us. Your support will help us continue to create quality content that brings you the stories that matter. Now, let's begin our first story. Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, there lived a young prince who was known for his laziness and irresponsibility. Despite his royal upbringing, the prince had little interest in his duties or the well-being of his people. He spent his days lounging around the palace, playing video games and eating junk food. One day, the king and queen decided to take a break from ruling the kingdom and go on a vacation of their own. Before leaving, they summoned their son and gave him a list of chores to complete while they were gone. The prince, being the lazy fellow that he was, procrastinated on all of them. He put dusting the royal throne room off until the last possible moment. When the king and queen returned to the kingdom, they were shocked to find the throne room in complete disarray. The prince had completely neglected his duties, and the palace was in shambles. Enraged by his son's blatant disregard for their orders, the king and queen banished the prince from the kingdom, hoping that this would teach him a valuable lesson about responsibility. The prince, now without the luxuries of his royal life, was forced to fend for himself. He wandered from town to town, taking odd jobs to make ends meet. But wherever he went, his laziness and irresponsible nature followed him. He would show up late to his work, oftentimes forgetting to complete tasks, or worse, he would simply make up excuses and refuse to work altogether. The people in the town grew tired of the prince's antics and eventually chased him out, accusing him of being nothing more than a lazy good-for-nothing. Dejected and alone, the prince stumbled upon a small cottage at the edge of town. He knocked on the door and a kind-hearted old woman opened it. Taking pity on the ragged and weary prince, the old woman invited him inside to rest and recover. As the prince recounted his tale of misfortune to her, the old woman listened patiently. When he finished his story, she offered him a job as her personal assistant, hoping that this would help him turn his life around. The prince, desperate for a way to make an honest living, eagerly accepted the offer. But soon he began to realize that working for the old woman was not going to be easy. She had a long list of chores that needed to be done around the cottage, and she expected him to complete them all quickly and efficiently. For the first time in his life, the prince found himself actually doing useful work. He swept the floors, chopped wood, and cleaned the windows. But as the days went by, he started to feel a sense of accomplishment and satisfaction that he had never experienced before. The old woman noticed the change in the prince and decided to give him a bigger challenge. She asked him to take care of her garden, which had become overgrown and unmanageable. At first, the prince was reluctant, but he knew that this was an opportunity for him to prove himself. He rolled up his sleeves and got to work. He weeded the flower beds, trimmed the bushes, and planted new seeds. As the garden began to flourish under his care, the prince took great pride in his work. He realized that with hard work and dedication, he could achieve anything he set his mind to. One day, the king and queen were strolling through the town when they saw a group of children playing near the old woman's cottage. The children were laughing and playing happily, and the king and queen couldn't help but smile. As they approached the cottage, they noticed that the garden looked remarkably neat and well maintained. Curious, they walked around the cottage to get a better view, and when they saw the prince tending to the flowers. Overjoyed to see their son working hard and contributing to society. The king and queen embraced the prince, tears of joy streaming down their faces. They apologized for their harsh punishment and told him how proud they were of the man he had become. From that day forward, the prince continued to work hard, helping the old woman with her chores and tending to her garden. He never forgot the valuable lessons he learned during his banishment, and he carried those lessons with him for the rest of his life. And that, my friends, is the story of the lazy prince, a story about the transformative power of hard work and the importance of personal growth. Remember, no matter how difficult things may seem, never give up on yourself. With hard work and determination, you can achieve anything. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the realm of the guiding flame. If you enjoyed this adventure, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more captivating tales. Until next time, stay curious, keep exploring, and always remember that the greatest adventures are the ones that lead to personal growth and self-discovery.